So far we've answered why we are creating an academic poster, whether it be for a professional presentation, a conference, whatever, whether it's for an assignment because you're a student, or whether it's just a talk to yourself. Now we need to know, how do we do it? Okay, so let's take our understanding of what we're doing or why we're doing it and move it into the more practical realm. We've started to make some kind of plan. We've started to actually look at things in physical space. However, let's enhance that. And for this, we are going to use the world of design or art, and we're going to brutally smash that into the world of academia or education, because we're looking for a balance here. We're looking for something which is visually appealing, but also people can learn from. So it has to have both style and substance. Now, an absolute classic compositional tool in design is something like a grid or the rule of thirds. This is where you are dividing your poster into a 3x3 grid using horizontal and vertical lines. This helps you place important elements at either the intersections along those lines or within the actual squares that are defined as well. This helps you to balance the composition of that poster and try and focus on specific elements that are visually appealing. This helps guide the viewer's eye naturally across the poster and prevents something which is too cluttered or chaotic. So you can really use it as a good balance. Something else to consider is the visual flow. You want to design the layout of this poster to take the viewer's eye from, typically, if you've got a Western audience, left to right, and then also top to bottom. So this flow should mimic the way that we naturally read, although remember, if you have a presentation element alongside the poster, either a narration or a live presentation, you can be directing the reader's attention throughout the poster. So you've got to consider both visuals and presentation here. Now you can find other bits of advice on how to balance the visual appeal of your poster. For example, the use of white space, which is a design term, and it basically means gaps in the visualization. So these are things like the effective use of margins to prevent a crowded look, or leaving space between certain visual elements to enhance its readability, or to keep it as the focus of that particular part of the poster. So you've got to use it strategically to highlight key points and create some kind of visual separation between the different parts. Don't leave white space because you don't have anything to talk about. It has to have a purpose. Remember, style and substance. The double whammy. Something to consider in your planning is the visual balance of the poster itself. You'll want to be including visualizations, which I'll talk about more in a minute, but you don't want to overload one particular section of the poster. Remember about using the grid lines or visual planning, like more complicated things like the golden ratio.